Good morning. It's Monday, December 8th. I'm Elizabeth Hasselbeck. We begin with a Fox News alert. Bracing for backlash, U.S. embassies across the globe on high alert this morning as CIA interrogation tactics are about to be made public. So why are Senate Democrats releasing this report right now? And didn't these methods lead to us getting bin Laden's henchmen?
And rewarding for rioting, schools now giving students a free pass on exams for, quote, emotional impairment due to the Michael Brown and Eric Garner cases. That story straight ahead, believe it or not.
And Rolling Stone retracts as more facts came out about their baseless rape story. The magazine forced to change their tune again. And what does this mean for the real victims? On a lighter note, smile. Mornings are better with friends.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this really cold Monday morning. And we start with the Fox News alert.
That's right. U.S. embassies across the globe on high alert as a new terror report with detailed descriptions of a secret CIA interrogation tactic is about to be released by Senate Democrats.
It's incredible. It is believed to detail methods used in the immediate aftermath after the 9/11 attacks and reveal whether operatives tortured al-Qaeda suspects with tactics such as sleep deprivation and waterboarding. And by the way, even if they are torture or not.
And didn't we know about that stuff already? Meanwhile, all U.S. facilities around the world are now urged to review security and brace for perhaps backlash. The concern is particularly high in Northeast, in the Middle East, and in North Africa as well. So the big question is why this report is 5 years in the making, why Senate Democrats are releasing this tomorrow. It comes down to politics. They know they're going to lose the control of the Senate come January, so they're going to get it out there while they still can.
Well, interesting enough, so it's a 480-page report out of 6,000-page study. John Kerry actually on Friday asked Dianne Feinstein, who wants it released, and the White House has said they want it released, to actually consider at the minimum postponing this based on the fact that the embassies are on alert and Americans, according to anyone within the department who worked there formerly, has said, hey, this is going to be a danger to not just those who are in the department and at our embassies, but all Americans, because ISIS is going to take advantage of this whenever they can with their use of propaganda.
I have no words, except for I have to use them. You just have to ask yourself, what team are they on?
Great question.
If you want this out there and expose anything that worked or didn't work, the countries we put them in order to get additional information out of them, and this thing called rendition, which started under Bill Clinton, if anyone wants to know why we haven't captured any high-value targets over the last 6-7 years and gotten no good intelligence over the last 6-7 years, how ISIS can rise up, and we just were clueless over the last 2 years. It's because we don't do things like this anymore. Meanwhile, it's up to the CIA to stand up for themselves because they're being left out to dry, except for some very strong Bush administration officials who are standing up saying they did what they were asked to do, and they did it with checking with legal first. Here's the former CIA director, Michael Hayden.
The CIA workforce will feel as if it has been tried and convicted in absentia, since the Senate Democrats and their staff didn't talk to anyone actively involved in the program. Second, this will be used by our enemies to motivate people to attack Americans and American facilities overseas, and I am genuinely concerned by that. There are countries out there who have cooperated with us in the war on terror at some political risk who are relying on American discretion. I can't imagine anyone out there going forward in the future who would be willing to do anything with us that even smacks of political danger.
And if you're a CIA operative, sorry, Steve, if you're a CIA operative, why would you even think about doing anything that might push something that could go beyond one day backlash on you and have you front and center, having to get a lawyer out of your own pocket to pay your legal fees to defend tactics that you use that were okay by the Justice Department in order to keep Americans safe? You don't go to the CIA to become a millionaire. You go there to help the country in any way you legally can. It is not a pretty business, but it's the business that keeps us safe. If I'm a CIA guy or a woman, I'm not doing that. I'm seeing what happened to the last generation.
that's not just theoretical. It's actually worked. I mean, Hayden went on to say that all the intelligence they gathered became the Home Depot, he said, for pulling intelligence off the shelf. The position is that the program provided intelligence that led to the capture of Osama bin Laden's courier. This was essential information that had to be gleaned during a most difficult time. The United States had to do what it had to do. Putting this report out right now, said by actually Mike Rogers, this will endanger Americans around the world. Why, you ask, would they do this right now?
It's politics. It's plain and simple politics. And, you know, let's just hope nothing bad happens. Although the warning is it could. All right, 5 minutes after the top of the